Hey, good morning, peeps. It is Monday the 11th. Happy Veterans Day to all you veterans out there. Appreciate your service to our country and keeping us safe and free. Alright, so here is your fastest possible Dinar RV update. Everything's in my opinion, so take it for what it's worth. Alright, so we've seen a lot of excitement, a lot of hype over the weekend. It certainly was exciting and a little disappointing because, with the hype didn't pan out. But leads me kind of to the topic of this morning is corruption and the steps that Iraq's taken to root out more corruption. And it's kind of like here in the States, it's a never-ending supply of corruption. It's for every level there's another devil. So it's like an onion. Every level, you keep on peeling an onion and there's another layer. So I think that's kind of what one of the biggest challenges over there is that they just keep rooting out more corruption, which is great for the Iraqi people, but obviously it's delaying our event. And here's the thing: Iraq doesn't give a crap about us and how bad we need this and want this, because they're only concerned about Iraq, which is absolutely fine. The suffering and the abuse that the Iraqi people have suffered for so long at the hands of not only their own government and corrupt politicians, but the United States and every other nation that has taken advantage of Iraq. So in that perspective, it's while it's frustrating for us because we all need the benefits of our investment, those people are suffering horribly too. So corruption is affecting our timing. And here's the thing with the CBI and the lock. And I don't know. He's right in the middle of two trains of thought. So one, Sudani seems to have been working with Al-Laq, the governor of CBI, lockstep. So they've seemed to have been working in unison to move the RV forward. But at the same time, he has exceeded his mandate and he's past retirement age as far as the CBI standards, I guess. And Parliament is banging the gavel, trying to force him into retirement. So you have to ask yourself why. Why is Parliament wanting him removed so badly when it seems like that every step forward, Parliament's thrown a roadblock up. Every step forward in the RV process, rate change process, that a huge step is taken forward and Parliament drops a roadblock. I don't know a lot about Parliament, and obviously we're in the States and we're only relying on translations of documents and people's opinions. I go back to Frank 26, and he's been of all the talking head gurus, he's probably been in this for the longest as far as like reporting on it. He hates Parliament, and he thinks that they're the cesspool of corruption, which, like I said, every time we take a step forward, Parliament seems to throw up a roadblock. So it lends itself to that assumption of Parliament. So, but again, all we can do is look at the pieces via translation and try to come up with a hypothesis. And that's all we can do because we're not in Iraq, we're not Iraqis. I rely on, I read a post from Majid. He obviously is in Saudi Arabia. He understands the language. He understands the nuances of the Arabic language, which doesn't always translate when you see other people sharing articles and talking about what they're reading. There's a lot lost in translation. So, Majid understands the language, and so I give him props for sharing what he finds with us. Is he the be-all, end-all? No, none of us are. And my whole thing here with this YouTube channel is I try to look at the majority of things coming out. I don't follow other people on YouTube, and people always say, you sound like this or that or the other. I don't know who you're talking about because I don't follow them. I follow like 5 people that I trust and or find value in what they say, and that's what I bring to you guys. So take it or leave it. If you don't like it, unsubscribe. You're not going to hurt my feelings. So back to the whole thing with the lock. In my conspiracy mind, I think if so many people are trying to get rid of him, but Sadani is working with him, I have a hard time swallowing a pill that he's a bad guy. But I don't know. I'm not an expert on it. So what else we got? All right. So back to timing. So Forex is international, so they're not worried about our American holidays. So could we see a new rate today on Forex? It's possible, but I'm not holding my breath on that. As far as timing goes, some dates to look forward to. So the 11th through the 22nd is the historical census in Iraq. It's a 2-day curfew. And from what I am seeing, they've been doing head counts, and they've been actively working on this census. And then on the 20th and through the 22nd is a 2-day curfew. And then it looks like they're going to do some final head counts and put numbers together. And then I'm assuming the 22nd and 23rd, they're going to release the reports. My mind goes to that's a great day. That would be a great time period for a rate change. Gives people, 2 days in Iraq with the rate change for people to, for changes to happen in their banking system as far as like putting algorithms in to change the rates. I don't know. That's just kind of where my mind goes to. Another date is the 10th of December, which is their victory day, celebrating the victory over ISIS. Another good day for a rate change. And then kind of the next marker we have is January 20th, which is the inauguration of Trump. So are we going to see Nasara and those things post-inauguration day? I don't know. There's a lot of possibilities between now and then. So we will have to endure until we see that day. All right. So some other news in the World Bank's Sudan is set to change their country's paper currency. They are about to release a 1,000 pound note. there's a lot of news about, and it's all subtle news, but there's been a lot of news about world banks doing things with their currencies and going asset backed. Vietnam's been in the news lately. They are getting economic pressure to stabilize the dong amid pressures from other nations. And why is that important? Because Iraq and Vietnam are heavily commingled. They use each other's currencies to buy goods and things like that. So if we look at the phrase all boats rise with the tide, if Iraq is going to revalue, they're going to pull Vietnam with it. So Vietnam basically is being pressured to get their affairs in order, for lack of a less profane statement. Let's see. So yeah, they're getting pressure to stabilize their currency. So Vietnam, for decades, has been they import goods at their very low rate, and then they sell it in dollars. So they've been manipulating their markets for like I said, decades, and basically the rest of the world's tired of it. So they're putting the pressure on Vietnam to get their affairs in order. So that's about it with the world news and all that for right now. I'm still trying to get caught up on Twitter this morning, but like it or lump it, we gotta wait. I mean, we all need it. We all need the return on our investments, but unfortunately, there's nothing that we can do to affect the timing. All we can do is keep looking at pieces of the puzzle and trying to move them around and fit them together to figure this out. Anyone who knows when this is going to happen is not on Twitter. They're not on social media. They're just, they're putting out articles, and it's up to us to look at them and try to figure it out. So that's the best we can do, and that's the best I can offer, is that it's all speculative. So take it for what it's worth, and if you can't handle it, have you a shot of whiskey and sit back and try to wait it out. But screaming at people and writing nasty comments isn't doing anything. If you don't like someone's content, stop following them. If you don't like what someone's saying on Twitter, don't follow them. Be an adult. So that's what's the problem with the world, is we don't have enough adults. We have a bunch of butthurt crybabies. So I was raised by a Marine, so I have no feelings. So if you don't like me, follow me. It's all good. But I do care about you guys. Thank you, and I appreciate all your time following the channel. I'm not monetized, so I do this because I just want to share what I'm seeing. And I don't know if YouTube's making money on me or not, but it is what it is. So that's all I got to unpack today, and or this morning, anyways. So hey, maybe we'll see something on Forex today. Who knows? But that's all I got for this morning. Appreciate you guys. Appreciate your time watching and following the channel. It's definitely growing, but like I said, I'm not monetized, so I'm not doing it for commercials and money. So I just want to share what I see. Appreciate you guys' time, and like always, anything breaks, I will jump on and do a podcast. But until then, we'll see you next time.